So when do you need a website? This is a question that I've started being asked more and more because I've been quite bullish on people not spending thousands upon thousands on a website until their business has got to a certain stage. So the way that I explain it to people is when you're very first starting out, if budget is a concern, then instead of worrying about a website per se, focus on having a landing page and a sales page. So think of a page builder. Your landing page is going to be for your freebie, for your lead magnet. Your sales page is going to be for your flagship offering, your main thing. And you want to focus on selling that one thing. So it's promoting your one lead magnet, having that set up with an automation that leads people down what's called a nurture sequence. And that nurture sequence leads them to the sales page. So they get a freebie on 5 ways to lose weight at home. Hi, I'm so-and-so, email 2, email 3, email 4, email 5. And after email 5, it's, and if you want to lose weight at home even quicker, here's details of my plan of how you can do that. Something along those lines. That is going to be cheap to implement, cheap to set up, and yet it's going to have the biggest impact on your business when it's at that starting level. You're going to grow your email list and you're going to grow sales. The two things that you need to think about when you're starting out. Once you've done that, or once you've built your business to a level whereby you can afford, I don't know, maybe a couple of £1,000. If you've built your business to that level, or you're well on the way to it, I'd say that's when you need your first website. And that website may just be a single page that says who you are, who you serve, here's a link to my lead magnet, here's a link to my sales page. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. But the reason why you want a website then is as people start to recommend you, as you get more well known amongst your circles, your network starts to build. Some people are going to come into your world and they're going to Google you. And what you want is to make sure that you are coming up top of Google and telling people the same great things they're seeing on social, they're hearing on social. So that's why a website's important at that point. If you're freelancing or coaching or doing anything under your name, you really want to make sure that when someone searches for, so for me back in the day, it was Ed Davies websites. I would want to make sure that my website was top of that, and it was just a simple page saying, I do websites for these people, this is how I help, get in touch. It was just a little bit more trust. It just makes the business appear a little bit more real, and it's the starting of your, it's not the start, but it's a part of your branding. It's part of the brand experience that you're giving to people. That when they Google you, you look professional if you're showing up, and if you're missing, then people might think that you're still very early stages and they want someone a bit more established. So the website starts to position you and helps with your branding as the expert in your field that can solve these problems. So that's why you don't necessarily need one straight away, but pretty soon I'd be looking to invest in getting a decent website, even if it's just the one page. As long as it's modern design, it's responsive, and the copy is good, those are the main things to worry about at this stage. Then as you get more and more established, you'll want to have what we might think of as a traditional website. So here you've got your About Us page, your services page, testimonials perhaps, a blog, and it's a more rounded website. If you've gone for the one page route at the start, you can build on that one page. You can start adding more pages to it and do it yourself and let it grow over time and start to use it. At this stage, you'll start to think of your website as a content hub. So I don't know about you, but for me, I know we put a lot of effort into the content we produce to show up on social, show up in the emails, make sure that we're appearing consistently, frequently, and with quality content. We're putting all that effort in. If it just goes on social and disappears after a day because of the algorithm, it's kind of wasted. Whereas if we're putting it on our website, we're helping Google to index it, so we're helping our SEO grow. We're giving even more authority to ourselves, so when people check out our websites, they see these thought leadership pieces, or they see how helpful we are without having to click away to social. It's all about building trust with the people that find your website and helping your website get found by more people. You can then go up to the all singing, all dancing solutions, and these are where your business is rock solid. You've got a great pipeline. You've got testimonials, case studies. You know your ideal avatar, you know your product, and now it's time to really scale. That's when it's time to invest in a website that's going to help really convert. The websites at this level are going to be highly optimized, because if you're running Facebook ads or Google ads to a website, you don't want it to be what I call leaking. You don't want a leaky website. You want to know that people are signing up, they're getting the freebies that they should be getting, they're being put onto the right list, the right automation, the Facebook ads, the Facebook pixels are firing correctly, so that you're not wasting money. Your website is an efficient part of your business. So I'd say those are roughly the 4 stages for most people. There will be different circumstances where you might need a better website sooner. For example, if you're doing a membership or online courses, but you don't want to use a third-party platform because you want to keep full control of your data, your IP, you want to keep control of everything, keep it branded, keep it professional, keep it absolutely like it should be, then you may be investing into membership websites or course websites, LMSs as we call them. So those could be different. E-commerce, again, could be different. You may need to invest sooner. But for the majority of people who are in coaching, I suppose information or services, if you're teaching people how to do things, you're consulting with them on how to do things, or you're doing it for them, this kind of website structure is where you should be looking at. So I'd love to hear from you. Let me know, where are you in this list at the minute? Are you at the early stage where you're building out your email list and you're focusing on getting sales for your one flagship product? Are you a little bit further where you're now being recommended, people know about you, and they're going to Google you to find out that you are who you say you are and who you've been told that you are? Are you at the stage where you need a proper website that's becoming a content hub for you and your team to regularly update? You're starting to think now about multiple products, SEO, probably Facebook ads or Google ads, those kind of things? Or are you at the superstar level where you need all singing, all dancing, the whole works, to make sure that there's no money being left on the table as you scale aggressively? I'd love to know.